And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Cameron Woolley Show. With me is Ming Chen.
What's up, everybody?
And I am Cameron Woolley. So a lot to talk about. Jeez, this is a great time of year for sports.
Gotta love it.
I mean, my God, everything's happening all at once.
We got baseball. We got playoff hockey. We got
the sports landscape. You know, February, March, it's dead for weeks. Especially us as Devils fans, we don't have anything to talk about when it comes to hockey. This is
almost didn't have baseball.
Yeah,
football ended. Basketball is basketball. Like, what were we gonna talk about? Cricket, Korean baseball. Like
the Korean baseball is pretty good. The Japanese baseball, that's where it's at, though.
It is. We gotta get out there, man. We gotta get to a game someday. But
if somehow we're ever in like Tokyo,
yeah, I would love to see a Nippon Ham Fighters.
The Cameron Woolley Show.
Yeah, Cameron Woolley Show. Baseball. Yeah, that would be awesome. You know, hey, you never know. Stranger things have happened. We may catch on out there, and be like celebrated. Like those big LED screens, like the logo will be up on there, or
like in the underworld of Tokyo.
Oh yeah, the Yakuza. Yeah, like maybe you find a following with the Yakuza. Like,
yeah, like the Japanese mafia.
Probably not happening, but again, stranger things have happened though.
Although I'm Italian, I don't know if I don't know what kind of competitors.
Good brotherhood going on there, like the Japanese underworld.
No, I mean that as in like the streets, like,
sure.
No, like from like the top down.
Okay.
Looks like an amazing neon city, but when you like actually get down, like onto the street level from the bottom up.
I think we watched too many movies. Yeah. Well, you sound happy.
Okay, yeah, I am happy to my New York Yankees. They have won
11?
As of right now, it's 11 in a row. My God, I won a series in Toronto against the Blue Jays. The New York Rangers lost in crushing fashion last night to open their playoff series in the first round against the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Great. Where do you want to start?
I don't know if you heard this, but the New Jersey Devils recently fired Mark Recchi and Elaine Nasruddin, so that's pretty good.
That's breaking news. I have not heard that.
The New York Giants had a modestly good
draft.
Day 2 and 3 of the draft. Not as good as day 1. My God, I was coming in printing playoff tickets.
I saw that.
Playing the parade after day 1. I came in last Friday afternoon. That was uploaded a little late. That's completely on me. But
you were happy, man.
I was happy, but let's lead off with some baseball because why not? Do baseball? That's what's been going on. It's our bread and butter.
Yeah.
And you got it up on the screen over there. The New York Yankees, 11 in a row, gunning for 12 in a row.
Will anything stop the New York Yankees right now? They are firing all cylinders. The offense is hot. Stanton, Judge hitting home runs every night. Gallo hitting bombs.
Gallo's been hurt the last couple games.
Rizzo hitting bombs. A lot of bombs. Judge and Rizzo leading the league in home runs with 9 in the first month. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Aaron Judge.
Come on, you can't.
I think the last time I saw, he was slugging something like 628 or something stupid.
I think we could check that, right? So it's sort of old team stats. So the Yankees here. Let's go to the. I guess will the rosters have the stats?
It's really hard to find stats.
Jeez,
player.
Oh, there we go.
The player tab.
All right.
But the Yankees have looked really good. Aaron Judge is slugging
674.
Yeah, it's stupid.
674, 9 home runs. Crazy. 6 doubles, 27 for 89. Yeah, he's hitting 303. You cannot.
Hey, he's hitting the ball and he's hitting the ball hard. That's the way you hit the ball hard, and you hit the ball in the air. That's the key to win.
I got 2 words for you, my friend. Baseball. Contract year.
Yeah, contract year. Oh my God. Meanwhile, we were calling him stupid for turning down $30 million a year. Meanwhile, $30 million, dude. If he keeps this up, he's going to win MVP and garner a lot more than the $210 million that the Yankees were offering him. And this terrifies me. Honestly, in the offseason, it's going to terrify me. Future me is going to hate the fact that he played this well, and he's going to garner a lot of money, which some team out there is going to be crazy enough to pay him.
Yeah, I know a team out west that will dump a bank in his backyard.
What about the team a few boroughs down in Queens?
Okay, there's that team too. Yes, you got two teams who have unlimited, basically Scrooge McDuck pools of gold coins.
And the Yankees also have pools of gold coins. Don't let it fool you.
Where's this pool?
Look, go to Forbes. Just go on Forbes. You'll find how much.
I know they have it on paper. Are they willing to actually, cash out on that?
That's my question. The Yankees seemed pretty dead set on giving Judge a big contract. I mean, they were shelling out $30.5 million as an extension offer, and this isn't even his market value. We know that if he keeps this up, his market value is going to be a lot higher when he hits free agency. But my God, dude, right now. Also, not to mention the batting average. People love these hitting 303 with this type of power.
It's great. I wish for a player like this.
God, dude, his at bat last night against Alek Manoah in the sixth, which led to the game-tying home run. Also, you see that Blue Jays fan that gave the kid the home run ball?
I did.
I'll tell you, if I go to a Yankee game and I end up catching...
There are still good people in this world.
If I go to a Yankee game and I end up catching a home run ball from another team...
Okay.
What I do is I'd find the nearest fan of that team and give him the ball.
Like a kid. A kid.
Yeah, like a kid.
Okay. Yes. Here it is. Judge makes fans day with homer. Actually, it was Judge hit the ball. Somebody else gave the kid the ball. That was nice. You don't see that a lot because people are freaking greedy. But yes,
because it was 1-0 Toronto in the sixth. Alek Manoah, who owns us.
Yeah, second deck at Rogers Center. Just
I hate that stadium.
Fan. Now that's a Yankee fan too, right? So all right, gives it to a kid. Is it a Yankee or Blue Jay fan? I can't tell.
The Blue Jays fan gave him the ball.
The Blue Jay fan. All right. Well, he's crying. It's great. It's great. He'll never forget that. It's great.
Also,
now,
a little micro celebrity for a couple days. It's great.
Yeah, and not for nothing. I'm assuming he's Canadian. Canadians are notoriously kind and nice. So that's score one for Canada. Score one for Canada.
On the surface, they're super nice.
That was a bomb too, man.
Yeah, well, it's Aaron Judge, and he connects. Like when he's locked in and he connects on a pitch, it's like an inside fastball. The Judge, he will send those into
orbit.
Orbit.
Canadian stratosphere. Well, yeah, last night
going south of the border.
Yeah, 9 unanswered.
Sent that to the Scotiabank Center.
That's right. Yeah,
sent that to Maple Leaf, or in your language, Maple Leaf Gardens.
Maple Leaf Gardens, man. He sent that over to wherever the Canadians play, man.
at the Bell Center,
Yeah,
I don't know. They speak. Send it over to where they speak French.
Yes. Yeah, I know. He sent it into another language, man.
That's good.
But 9 unanswered runs, 6 runs, 7th inning. You gotta be happy about this.
Yeah, Jamison Tyone shoved 2, 6 innings, 1 run. His ERA down to a 2.84. This pitching staff, which carried this team when they weren't hitting.
Yeah, for sure.
And I called them out for not hitting, so I was pissed. And there's still a little bit of me I'm keeping my guard up with this team because, again, the last few years, we've seen stretches like this where they just look unbeatable. We have seen stretches like this where they are just a wagon and they just sweep through the baseball landscape. But there's also another side of the coin where they will look completely lost for 2 weeks. And I'm still cautious, so I'm pumping the brakes on the hype around this team, and there's a lot to be happy about. I am very much happy with the fact that this team has won 11 in a row. They already have a 3.5 game lead in a very competitive AL East.
Yes.
Games that will pay dividends
later
in August when we start really honing in on looking at the division. And a big criticism that I had about this team over the last few years was the slow starts in April and May. You know, taking a month and a half to really start playing baseball the way that I know they can play baseball. And they're over here. They're 18-6. They have a 750 win percentage.
Look,
11 in a row.
10-3 at home, 8-3 away. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Well, 750 win percentage. This is another stat I love. Last night, well, for you anyways, I don't love it personally, but runners in scoring position, 5 for 13. That's, I mean, not like 1 for 13, not like 2 for 11, 5 for 13. That they do that, and that is
very good.
And they pitch like this. They're they keep winning. I see them as pretty much unstoppable right now. Of course, you know, I guess they're gonna hit slumps or dead arms or whatever. But, geez, man, 11 in a row. Just whipping through April like this.
Yeah, and taking a team who's riding as high as they are, a team that I'm high on, the Toronto Blue Jays.
Good team.
Again, hey,
good team.
I've been sounding the alarm on these guys for years. Ever since Guerrero and Bichette came up, I'm like, these guys are going to very much be a threat in the near future. And now the near future is the present, and they are very much a threat. The Blue Jays, media darlings, making the flashy moves in the offseason, even though they lost the reigning American League Cy Young winner. You know, bringing in Kevin Gossman, re-signing Jose Barrios, Matt Chapman.
Good moves. Great moves.
Coming in and
you know, Bichette, Vlad.
On top of that, great, but also, you know, kind of top-heavy lineup. Granted, Teoscar Hernandez has been hurt for this series, and that very much helps the Yankees.
Yeah. And let's not sleep on the Tampa Bay. Always there. 14-10 record.
Hydra.
Yes, these guys are. Yeah, he caught one. He got one of their star pitchers off. Like 2 more prop up in their place. So
again, Tyler Glass now goes out. Hey, here's my whole proponent of the cutoff one head, 2 more shall take its place theory with the Rays. Tyler Glass now goes down. Shane McClanahan and Shane Baz replace him.
Yeah.
Cut off one head.
2
more shall take its place.
2 more appear. So, yeah, but still, 11 in a row, man.
The underrated part of that series, sweeping the Royals at Kauffman Stadium. You know, a team that has given the Yankees fits.
Yeah.
At least for me personally, I cannot stand playing the Royals at Kauffman Stadium. They're annoying. They play boomer ball really well. They are really good slap hitters. They never strike out. They just refuse to swing and miss.
Hey, it wins games. Put the ball in play.
No, it doesn't win games. Look at the standings. Well, okay, here's a misconception about baseball that I hate.
Which is?
There is nothing that I hate more out of a mouth of a baseball commentator than saying, put the ball in play, good things happen.
Isn't it true?
Okay. Let me give you a scenario.
Okay.
Bases loaded.
Okay.
1 man out.
Okay.
What is the worst possible thing that you can do? Not even talking about the outcome of a play. In terms of, okay, what is the worst thing you can do?
That would be a GIDP, ground into double play. Yeah.
No. And what do you need to do in order to hit into a double play?
You got to hit a ground ball. You got to put the ball in play. Okay.
Exactly. It is not just putting the ball in play. It is hitting the ball hard and hitting the ball in the air.
Right.
That is the mark of a good hitter. Just go on Baseball Savant. Trust me.
Put it in the air.
You hit the ball hard and you hit it in the air. You lift the baseball.
Elevate. Okay.
Yes. Elevate, Lift the baseball. Trust me, you will see results immediately.
Okay.
This put the ball in play philosophy is and going all in on it. Just hit the ball in play and be fast. The Royals have not won anything with it.
Good point. And I do
other than 2015. The reason they won in 2015 was because they had a nuts bullpen.
They did a decent offense, good pitching.
Yeah, they had a decent offense. There was no real top-notch big starter on the 2015 Royals. Like who?
No, they're all decent though.
Like who did? Like who?
Let's.
What was Edison Volquez on that team or something?
I believe so.
Why are we talking about?
No, wait.
I know Johnny Cueto was on that team.
Was your Dino Ventura? Was he still alive then? Let's go
to their baseball reference. You can find like the rotation. But anyways, love that the Yankees swept the Royals at Kauffman Stadium.
Ventura. Your Dino Ventura was on that team. Volquez was on that team. Jeremy Guthrie, former Baltimore Oriole, was on there.
Boy.
Joe Blanton.
Jabba Chamberlain.
Jabba.
Oh my God. Okay, Jabba Chamberlain. No way.
Jabba rules, everybody.
Jabba
the Jabba rules. Yeah. Cueto was on that team. Yeah, they're pretty decent. I mean, enough to win the series, so.
Yeah, to be fair, they were playing the Mets. They shouldn't have. Dude, if it weren't for the Mets bullpen, they don't win that series. We're for the god-awful Mets bullpen.
That's usually the case. But yeah, and this streak, although it started with the Guardians, they rolled over the Orioles as well. So yeah,
as they should, they absolutely should.
Right, I just love every game. You're like, good GG, good game. Like,
I text you,
good for you, maybe. Good for you, maybe.
I text you, GG. What? It's etiquette.
Yeah,
it's common etiquette to say GG after a game. What? You've never played? I guess you haven't played Overwatch.
I've played it, just not a lot of it. So is that, yeah, GG.
Game fell off for real. No, they're making a second one. Right? They're making a second Overwatch, and I've seen gameplay of it, and it's basically a carbon copy of the first one.
Oh right, but better.
It's terrible. No, it's terrible.
Yeah. What about Rizzo last Tuesday hitting freaking 3?
We talked about that. That's last
bombs,
week.
Man.
That's last week. If you want to hear about that, you can go to that episode. We've got a lot.
It still stings.
Well, yeah, for you it stings. But what? You got to be used to the Yankees hitting home runs off the Orioles all the time.
Yeah, I know. I guess, but still.
I guess Anthony Rizzo. It's a new guy instead of just Giancarlo Stanton or Aaron Judge doing it.
Will he keep up this pace, though? He's got 9, dude.
No, Anthony Rizzo is not going to keep up an OPS of 1,000.
What if him and Judge go like neck and neck, man?
No, we will not see a modern version of the movie 61 between Aaron Judge and Anthony Rizzo. While that would be awesome.
Wouldn't you love that? That'd be awesome.
As awesome as that would be, I don't see them getting in a home run race. No.
Okay.
Sure, for the first month they've been in a race, and that's awesome. Yeah. I love seeing it, friendly competition.
I'm just saying, 7 games against the Orioles this month in May, so I'm just saying.
Oh,
got a lot of...
Boy, a 4-game set in Camden Yards. Although this is new Camden Yards, which I don't like new Camden Yards.
Oh, I love
that stupid wall.
I love it.
That stupid wall. Explain that.
Okay, well,
explain that. I know I'm acting as though you actually have a say in how that team runs, but explain
over the
this.
offseason, the left field walls moved back 18 or 25 feet. I can't remember. But
I'll go to my grave saying that was in response to teams in the AL East adding stats
absolutely.
against them.
The Orioles had freaking 247 home runs in that, but it was far above anybody else. And the decision was made. It's we got to do something. So they moved back the left field wall. And it's worked. It's worked out great. The pitchers are sweating less. There have been less home runs hit there. It's been great so far.
Adley Rutschman is a right-handed.
I know. Yes. I
right.
know
this is gonna bite your. This is gonna. They don't shorten the wall when your team comes up to bat. It's not like Yankee Stadium where they allegedly push the short porch back 50 feet.
Yeah.
When the other team comes up to bat.
They have a button. Yeah. I realize this. I think they
At least according to Mets fans, that's how
I
Yankee
think
Stadium works.
They realized, they were going to save more runs and then they were going to acquire. So you do the simple math, and
But what do you do once the team becomes good again? Do you just reverse
you can move it back. Yeah, you can reverse it.
But that would be such a petty. That would lay out their hand right there. It just says, "Hey, we did this because we got grumpy that teams in our division kept beating us
pretty obvious.
so badly that
I think it's pretty
that multiple AL MVPs had to thank the Baltimore Orioles for padding their stats enough to win MVP."
Yes. Nothing wrong with that. So
I hate that wall. I hate it.
I love it.
With the dead wall, with the dead ball. Wait, has any home run gotten over that fence?
Oh yeah.
Wait,
what's his face hit one? Dang it, not Nolan Reimold. He's not on the team anymore. Sorry, what's his face hit one? My brain is fried, dude.
Anthony Santander, Ryan Mountcastle.
Mountcastle. Thank you. Santander hit one that would have been a grand slam, but it ended up being a sac fly.
Also, thank you for beating the Red Sox over the weekend. I very much appreciate that.
2 out of 3.
I very much appreciate it. It's a good troll. You guys have been trolls this year.
Listen, man. If they can't beat the Yankees, at least they can beat the Red Sox. So yeah, that was great, man.
Well, you guys did beat us at Camden Yards.
We did, and one of the what was the extra innings game where the pet Japanese reliever threw the ball away, and
Sawamura,
yes, for sure. So yeah,
my God, that was funny, and then you just smashed him on Sunday. That was funny.
That was good. Yeah. They crushed him on Sunday. So that wasn't a fluke. Now
Though JD Martinez did hit a grand slam in the top of the ninth.
He did. Too little, too late.
To make it less of a thrashing.
Too little, too late. But yeah, that was nice. And they could have taken this game on Friday too. They lost 3-1. But yeah, let's look at this weird.
Okay, let's get to asking the right question.
Okay.
Too. Is the Orioles pitching staff no longer god awful?
For now. I always look for the other shoe to drop. Come on.
For now, you're doing it. Yeah, we're kind of both in the same position. We're just waiting.
Has been great,
we're just waiting for our teams to just regress in some way because we have trust issues.
Oh well,
we both have trust issues with our baseball teams.
So the bunt, air mails it, and game over. Game over. Walk, everybody. Walk. Yeah. So.
Walk-off error.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I am not a huge fan of that new Masson commentator.
Oh yeah, I mean,
well, because he's not Gary Thorne.
I love Gary Thorne, baseball and hockey. Love Gary Thorne.
You gotta figure with the NHL and ESPN again that they could have. You gotta figure if they can shell out whatever the hell. What are they paying Joe Buck to do Monday Night Football? Was it like $17.5 million a year?
Yeah, something crazy like that. Yeah.
You're telling me they can't have Gary Thorne do the Stanley Cup playoffs and Sunday Night Baseball?
Of course he can. Yeah, and he's much better. So, yeah.
Unless he just doesn't want to do it.
Everyone has their price, so just back up the boatload of money and magic things happen. So that's let there be a lesson to anybody listening right now. We'll endorse anything for a boatload of money. just leave it here at the studio. It's very easy. It's great.
Yeah, like I'll act like this. Actually, no, I don't like to act like a righteous person who's like this ultimate ethical. I'm an ethical consumer. I go to Whole Foods, like those kind of Ming. That face that you gave me is I go to Whole Foods face.
Yes, I go to Whole Foods too, but not that often. Look at this. So
no, but I'm talking about people who act like they're better because of it.
Oh yeah, no. Why? Because you can spend money. Come on. Anyone can do that. Anyone can do that. Yankees second in team ERA. 2.62.
Jesus, dude, the Dodgers 2.27.
Yeah,
What the hell?
They paid for that, man. This is like, come on. They're
And the Yankees haven't got the
Okay,
$324 million
right.
to Garrett Cole.
And I argue it's even the best.
Although
pitcher
they have cheaped out on the bullpen. I love that they cheaped out on the
well,
bullpen.
like you said, they took your advice. Don't spend a lot on the bullpen. Just throw strikes, right? Boom. They listened.
You get guys who throw hard, you get guys who, or more accurately, throw hard,
Yes, throw strikes.
don't walk people,
Right.
and get ground balls. Ground balls, and I'm telling you, I have been over the offseason, and after doing some, research,
Yes.
having all this time in the world to pour over data sheets,
Okay.
I came to the conclusion that the worst possible thing a hitter can do
Okay,
is hit ground balls. And the best possible thing a pitcher can do is force a bunch of ground balls.
that's why Zach Britton did so well. Just guys.
Okay, well, 2016 Zach Britton was
2016
just like,
it's awesome. He got those guys that hit ground balls, double plays, easy ground outs, bam. Save after save after save. It worked out. Sorry it didn't work out for you this year, but
I'm not going to bring up Buck Showalter again.
Yes. Yeah.
How many weeks has it been since I brought that? I think I've gone like a month without mentioning
I think
it.
so.
That's a record.
I noticed.
How about, I haven't, the thought of Buck Showalter leaving Ubaldo Jimenez in the game in 2016 over Zach Britton. Yeah, okay.
That wasn't a mistake.
Okay, that's the record. A month.
Right. Yeah, start the count. Yeah, it's like we have gone 0 days without mentioning.
we have gone like a little whiteboard just right here that says 0 days without days without mentioning
Buck Showalter incident. Yes,
days without mentioning the Buck Showalter wild card incident.
For sure. So funny. Baltimore Orioles 3.88 ERA. That's unlike them. Usually by now they're in the 5s and 6s. So yes, I don't know what's in the
It's
water.
not really the rotation or the bullpen.
Yeah, I mean rotation's been not terrible either. I mean not a ton of blowouts.
Although unfortunately John Means going down with
Stinks, but I think other guys have come in and
Brian Zimmerman.
right, Bruce.
Bruce Zimmerman. Brian Zimmerman. I don't know what
0.93 ERA. I know you texted me. He's like, "Who is this guy?" I'm like, "Listen, man, I don't know. Like, he's throwing great though." And threw some shutout innings against the Yankees. It didn't work out later in the later innings, but
I checked the game after I get home from school. I'm like,
who is this guy?
And he also blanked us on Easter.
He did. That's right.
On Easter too, and washing away Nestor Cortez's
awesome
best
start.
game of his career.
Immaculate inning. Yes, I remember that. That was awesome. However, it was April 17th, man. It was one of the last times that the Yankees lost too. They lost to the Tigers a couple days after, but then they don't know what it's like to lose. They have no idea. This could be.
I think it has been.
And I'm looking at.
Okay. If
I'm at this week, man.
Okay, if the Yankees win tonight, it will have been 2 weeks since the Yankees have lost, which means the Yankees are going to lose tonight because the pitching matchup just looks too perfect.
Okay, which is who we got?
It's Nestor Cortez versus Yusei Kikuchi, who is a lefty who sucks. Yusei Kikuchi sucks as a hitter.
Okay.
But lo and behold, he's gonna throw a gem tonight because it's just what wouldn't make sense.
I love that all of your reverse jinxes are working right now.
Ever since I wrote that article about me declaring the Yankee season dead, they haven't lost a game.
Yeah.
So if the Yankees do end up winning the World Series, send me a ring.
That's all he asked for, just one ring.
Even though I've been a colossal prick all year, send me a ring.
Oh, it's hey, you this call
up, line up.
Okay, line up
dropped.
are in. Okay, who do we got?
They didn't punt. Beautiful.
Okay, what do we got?
Beautiful. All right, top to bottom. LeMahieu, Judge, Rizzo, Stanton, Donaldson, Hicks, Joey Gabagool, Kiner Falefa, Kyle Higashioka. I don't like him behind the dish. And I'm also not a huge fan of LeMahieu batting leadoff
First,
over
really?
Hicks because Hicks got on base 4 times last night. He's better as a leadoff
Yeah,
hitter.
he is. Why?
Better as a leadoff hitter, and he sucks
Right.
with runners in scoring position, at least this year.
Yeah.
Clutch stats vary year to year, and Aaron Hicks is having a bad clutch year.
Right. But he's a great leadoff guy. Been pretty good at leadoff, so
He gets
right.
on base.
Yes, he gets on base. Four times. That's awesome.
He has an on-base percentage over 400.
That's awesome. And then yeah.
Oh, well, also, if Joey Gallo can start hitting, dude, that kind of power out of the 7-hole with that damage.
Added with Rizzo and Judge and Stanton, like this is unstoppable.
And
man.
Donaldson,
And Donaldson.
who has been quietly been a very good hitter the last couple of weeks.
Well, that's what he gets paid for, right? So
Yeah, like last night he had a go-ahead RBI double.
yeah.
It was hit so well that Stanton, who runs like a runs like a turtle, scored from first. Stanton also hit a bomb of a home run.
Yes, he did.
Last night. I'm gonna look at the Blue Jays lineup. I don't know what their
Okay.
I don't know what their schedule is. Blue Jays. Come on, Twitter, you can do it. Come on, Twitter, you can load. You can load it up. Okay, who wins? Hey, who wins? I'm on their profile. It's just not refreshing. Oh, look at this.
There we go. Okay, we got
Oh,
George
jeez.
Springer.
Springer, Bichette, Guerrero, Gurriel, Chapman, Espinal, Capra, Heineman, and Zimmer with Yusei Kikuchi on.
Okay.
Oh my god, dude, that top 4
It's pretty scary.
scares the shit out of me. But like after 4, and I get Matt Chapman isn't a bad hitter, but he's more better as a defender. It's not like 2018 Matt Chapman where his offense where he like if Matt Chapman kept hitting at the mark he was hitting a few years ago, he'd be an 8 F-WAR player every year, just in and out, because his defense is ridiculous enough to warrant like 2 wins alone on those wins above replacement. But Yankees go for the jugular tonight. Not a punt game. They are going full throttle.
Their 4th sweep if this happens.
Also handing the Blue Jays their first series loss of the year. A humbling experience. And I'm not even getting to what happened last night in the 7th inning. Yakety sax playing in the background. Marwin Gonzalez like getting out twice on that rundown, but the Blue Jays wasted their challenge on a dumb play.
Yes.
Which ended up not really meaning much, except for the fact that they burnt their challenge on a borderline play instead of a play where Guerrero clearly tagged Gonzalez.
Right.
Like, I don't think you've seen this play.
I have not, which is why I'm pulling it up. So it's Marwin Gonzalez in a rundown. We'll wait for the stupid commercial to go through. But I mean, this week coming up, 3-game series against the Rangers. Then they're back. Then Toronto comes back for 2 games. I mean,
Oh, look at this. Oh god, damn it! The ad was playing on the YouTube video that I wanted to play. Well, look at this. Look at this. Guerrero.
Oh, he totally
tagged
tagged
him there.
and he's safe. Did they? He's insisting they tagged him.
Look at this. He's so out of the baseline there. It's
It's
stupid.
not even. Yeah, but they didn't say anything. He's on the grass.
look at he clearly gets him.
Oh yeah, no chance.
The ump was right there.
He got him.
So stupid.
Totally got him. Wow, that's hilarious.
Although, you know what? That's what Vladimir Guerrero Jr. gets for being a cocky asshole and acting like he won the World Series after hitting 3 home runs in a game at Yankee Stadium in like the second week of April.
Right. Yeah.
Acting like he's the hottest shit since sliced bread.
Hilarious. He totally got, and he was way out of the base pass. So like,
he should have been out like three separate times on that play. But I don't care. Does it look like I care? No.
No, I do not.
No, all that karma of Aaron Judge getting strikes called at his shins.
Right.
You know what? There's credit. It's one of the many dumb unwritten rules of baseball. Is there's credit. I called the umpire the call credits.
Yeah. We didn't talk about this last week. The Twins Yankees game with the garbage. And the
the Cleveland.
We didn't talk about that.
Okay,
what's your opinion?
Narrative.
What's your opinion on this? Now, if you didn't see it, I can't remember what's his face smashed his head against the fence.
Stephen Kwan. Kwan smashed his head against the wall. Fans started laughing at him. Miles Straw
climbed the fence.
Miles Straw climbed the fence, started yelling back at them, threatened a couple of them.
Yeah, then they started throwing beer at him. then got that calmed down. At the end of the game, that more all hell breaks loose. I'd never seen something like that before.
Okay, you know what my opinion on that?
At Yankee Stadium.
My opinion on that.
The bleacher creatures.
Okay, both sides were wrong.
Okay.
The bleacher creatures definitely shouldn't have thrown beer, which is expensive, by the way. You're wasting a bunch of them.
Yeah, $20. I've been there. I bought the beer. I spilled the beer. When I was there, it was $11. It's got to be up 50,
with inflation.
Yeah,
with inflation, it's like $20 a beer. $20 for lukewarm beer, and you're gonna waste it at throwing it at a guy with granted, Miles Straw. Well, first of all, not the Twins, the Guardians, but I get it. Yankees sweeping an AL Central team. You think of the Twins.
Sorry. Yes, the Guardians.
But like, Straw was also a dick. Like, he was totally a dick. And it totally got to him. The bleacher creatures totally...
They did.
Totally got to him. Like, that's what you sign up for when you play Major League Baseball for another team. Right. When you step in the outfield at Yankee Stadium, you are going to get horrid obscenities thrown at you. And here's my response to all the people morally grandstanding, saying, oh my God, Yankee fans are the worst. Oh, this would never happen. Like, okay, and especially love it when Red Sox fans are saying stuff like this. Like, come on. Need I post the countless articles that go into detail about the sort of not so casual racism that takes place?
Yeah,
like Adam Jones went through.
Yeah. He wasn't the only one, not by a long shot, but yeah.
I'm sure Aaron Hicks, Giancarlo Stanton, they've probably heard it.
Oh, multiple times. All those guys. Bernie Williams, like we were going way back. Jeter, I'm sure they heard all that.
Dave Winfield, I don't know.
Yeah.
Although Dave Winfield hated the Yankees as well, so
right. But
although Winfield didn't hate the Yankees, you just hated George.
Yeah, what was the quote? Like most classless fans in baseball or something like.
The worst fan base in baseball.
Worst fan base in baseball.
And then they backed it up by getting bludgeoned. Just totally bludgeoned 10-2 the next day. Right. And all the Cleveland fans are saying stuff about, I can go down the line here. The Cleveland fans saying stuff about this are going to turn around in September and root for Deshaun Watson. So don't talk to me.
Yeah.
So don't talk to me about being in the right or being a classy fan base, because you are rooting for someone who has, like, you are rooting for someone who I'm trying to come up with not a good. I'm trying to come up with a really good joke here.
Joke. Yeah. It's tough.
The Deshaun Watson, who has about as many cases as he has touchdown passes.
Right. I don't think any of those fans faced any repercussions, though, right?
Well, yeah, Miles Straw started it.
I know, right, but no one got arrested or anything, right? They let them go about their business. Welcome to New York, everybody.
I'm not sure they could identify them.
Oh, I think they can. Yeah, there's cameras everywhere. I don't think it was that hard to identify them. I don't. I haven't heard of anything happening to those people. So, which I think is kind of funny.
So I have 2 words for all the people who are saying that Yankee fans are just the worst, and I hate Yankee fans too.
Sure.
I am a
You've
strong
gone on
proponent,
record.
but I am not a fan of this fan base.
Right.
But I got 2 words: spare me.
Okay.
Spare me.
Okay.
Because there is an incident just like this. Oh, Cleveland. You know the game, the Browns game, where it had to be called like 20 seconds early because Browns fans couldn't stop throwing beer bottles on the field.
I remember
we won't
that.
talk about throwing beer. Oh, I'll happily bring that up.
And might I remind you of the Cleveland Indians 10-cent beer night incident from 1970?
Wait, what was this? What in goddamn was the 10-cent beer night incident?
You never heard of 10-cent beer night?
Okay, I take it. I take it.
I believe.
I take it that the Indians were wrong. Also, you rooted for a team for years who had a racist caricature of a Native American as their logo.
10-cent beer night was a promotion by the Cleveland Indians during the game against the Texas Rangers.
Oh, of course, this was
Tuesday,
in the 70s.
June 4th, 1974.
An idea like this could only be thought of in the 70s.
Yeah, so beer was lowered to 10 cents a cup, and then all hell broke loose. There's a riot. Let's see, people started running out on the field. They called the game early. What inning was? It was crazy.
Oh my God! Bottom of the ninth.
Oh no, wait. The game. There was bottom of the ninth, but it got so rowdy they never officially. They called the game at a tie at 5-5. I don't know if they actually ever.
And they did this stupid stuff, but
it.
they couldn't have done it after the Indians walked it off.
That was too crazy. The rioting went for 20 minutes. Security guards were unable to handle the crowd. It's like,
really?
Yes. I wonder. Let me look on YouTube. Let's see. There's got to be footage of this, right?
Beer night.
There's got to be footage.
It's so weird.
That's yeah. It was a dark day in Major League Baseball, my friends, on 10-cent beer night on June 4th, 1974. So, yeah. Let's see. Where's a good one? Maybe this one.
Oh, Stark Raving Sports. That's where I might have.
Oh yeah, all right. We'll
might
go
have
back
heard of it. Not Stark.
okay.
By the way, shout out to Stark Raving
yes,
Sports.
for sure.
Brilliant.
Anyways, if you want to go to YouTube, yeah, you just search 10-cent beer night. I'm looking for like video. Come on, there's got to be some video footage of this somewhere. Yeah, that was in Cleveland. So may I remind you that not the worst fan base in baseball by any means. Not the worst fan base in baseball. This did happen in Cleveland. Yeah, look, these people this is like the ninth inning. Just people they were wasted, man. What happened?
Yeah, 10 cents for a beer.
Yeah. Yeah, there was no limit, by the way. So they had no limit. Can you imagine that happening now? There's no way.
Now imagine this: $1 is 10 beers. 10 beers is more than enough to get you just wasted, even if you have a high tolerance level.
That's a lot of beer.
Even if you have a high tolerance level,
that's a lot of beer.
That's still enough to get you completely, just smashed.
Yeah, 10-cent beer night, everybody. Cleveland Indians, stay classy, Cleveland. Yeah. Anyways, I'm glad I got to.
Shut it. I think that's enough baseball right now. We got some hockey to get to. Yeah. The Stanley Cup playoffs started. Best time of the year.
It is. Well, first of all, we're gonna say R.I.P. to the Devils 2021-22 season.
I don't care. I stopped caring about the Devils the moment Jack Hughes was shut down for the season.
Yeah, I mean, they lost their last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. Yes, they did beat the Golden Knights, keeping them out of the playoffs. But yeah, but the last game lost 5-3 to the Red Wings. I read some quotes from some players about the season saying, "Hey, we should have been better. We have a good team, not great team, good team. The rebuild is over," was one quote that I heard. I figured you that was gonna be a reaction. I figured that was gonna be a reaction, but yeah, you know. Yeah. So anyway.
Oh, good one.
Yeah.
Good one. The rebuild is over.
That's yeah.
Anyway, so I think I brought it up earlier. Mark Recchi and not Lindy Ruff. Unfortunately, Lindy Ruff is still here, but Mark Recchi and the late Nasruddin were shown the door. Recchi ran a total disaster of a power play in his 2-year tenure, which was, in my opinion, 2 years too long as power play coach of the New Jersey Devils. I liked the hire initially, but because the Penguins had a great power play, but you have Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin, it's really easy to have a good power play.
Yes.
But he somehow made a power play with Jack Hughes and Jesper Bratt on it, look anemic. So we're here. The Devils turnover of the assistant coaches. Streets are saying that Lindy Ruff is going to be fired via promotion.
Okay. That's all right. So he's failing upward, is what you're telling me.
He's going to have like a front office thing, like
failing upward.
A figurehead.
Should we all be this lucky? Yeah.
Well, he's obviously not going to get paid as much as being a head coach, but we don't know if he's not going to be the coach or not next year, which is stunning because, like, hey, Tom Fitzgerald, be my guest if you want to tie yourself to this fool who is screwing up, in my opinion, a decent job that you're doing with the roster.
Right.
Like the Tom Fitzgerald, the players he brought in, no problem. Dude, getting Jack Hughes to sign on the dotted line for $8 million a year, that's a steal.
Sure, but the results are not there yet. So
the results haven't been there for 10 years.
Right. So what needs to be changed?
Barring Taylor Hall, this team would have gone 10 years without being in the playoffs. 10.
I know.
8.
I know. And that's
8 years old since this team has won a playoff series.
Yes. So, I mean, a lot of changes need to be made. But from the top down, though, the talent is there.
Yeah, Jack Hughes gave an answer. I forgot what it was, but I think he said something along the lines of the team that we have right now is not the team that's gonna carry us far. Which I mean,
okay, thank God. First of all, thank God.
And he said, "I'm a Lindy Ruff fan," but you know what the hell?
Well, you got to say that, right?
Nico, I'm looking at the reactions like after games. Like, have you ever seen like after a bad loss, Nico Hischier just sitting there on the bench, just looking completely...
I did. That's a guy who cares. Hates to lose. I love that.
And then there is nothing more than I love in an athlete than just not really liking winning. Because everybody likes winning, but not everybody hates losing. There are plenty of people in this world who are completely fine with losing, including professional athletes.
Sure.
Who are perfectly fine with losing.
Sure. We see it all the time.
Coaches, GMs, completely fine with losing. We see it all the time. Losing.
Yes.
But it is uncommon to find a guy who outwardly hates losing as much as Nico Hischier. And my God, again, God help him. But anyways, enough talking about the Devils. Let's talk about actual good teams. You know, Stanley Cup playoffs, my favorite time of the year.
Okay. If you follow Cameron Woolley on Twitter at Cam Woolley Show, he's already declared the New York Rangers as the Stanley Cup champions.
Okay, to be fair, that was
before last night, right? But
that was like in the first period when they were up 2-0.
I know, and I know that may have been some kind of weird reverse jinx that worked, by the way. But
it's only one game of a 7-game
I'm loving this Leafs team. I want them to win this year. I got no dog in the fight, but
wait, did you notice like on Monday night the Yankees Blue Jays game, first game of a big series?
Yes,
the place was dead.
Wow,
place was dead because the Leafs are in the playoffs.
Yeah. No one wants to watch baseball during playoff hockey when the Leafs are.
If you're in Toronto,
yeah.
If you're enough of a diehard sports fan in Toronto to be a big Blue Jays fan, then God knows how attached you are to the Maple Leafs.
Oh, yeah.
And big win on Monday night, 5-0 against the Tampa
Lightning.
Bay Lightning.
Defending champs, man. Dude, come on. Like,
2-time defending champ.
yes, they got a good team. 5-0. That's saying a lot.
But again, dude, these are the Maple Leafs.
I know. I was there when they were up 4-1 against the Bruins that one year. Yes.
Wait, you were at that game?
I wasn't there. I watched it. I watched it as they slowly descended into hell and lost. I got and lost again. No, I was not at that game. I wish I was at that
dude, if you were at that game, oh my God.
I was not at that game. However, yeah, I know it's the Leafs. But
dude, that's all you need to know. It's the Leafs. I'll believe it when I see it.
okay, 5. That's a good start though, right? That you have to admit. 5-0. Shut them out. Shut them out.
Jack Campbell. Really good. Did that forward court? My God, to Austin Matthews.
Yeah, Austin Matthews. 60 goals. Like
60 goals. And I love Austin Matthews because he denied Chris Kreider of the most Mickey Mouse of Mickey Mouse Maurice Richard trophies ever. Power play merchant.
Right.
Chris Kreider
Right.
should not have gotten a Richard. He shouldn't have gotten the Rocket Richard.
Right.
This year. Austin Matthews completely deserved
Yeah.
the Richard this year.
Think he's
Because
good.
he actually scored at even strength.
Did. So
On a decent basis.
let's watch him lead them to the cup this year. Possibly.
Dude,
This might be the year.
It's the Leafs.
I know.
How many years? 50 years? 50.
Something like
Well over 50. 55.
Yes.
1967 was the last time the Leafs won a Stanley Cup.
Well, it's time for the drought to end. May 2nd, 1967.
55.
So, yes, 55.
Officially 55 years since the Leafs won a Stanley Cup.
I say it's time.
So, dude, come on. It's the Leafs. Although we had a bunch of fun last night. Triple overtime at the Garden. My God. The New York Rangers, who we hate.
With a passion, yes.
Because we're Devils fans and we have a little brother complex because we're jealous. That's what it is. It's jealousy.
Sure.
We're jealous of a team that
They were good.
I could have easily rooted for as a kid and,
Yeah.
have actually enjoyed
I
hockey
know.
instead of sitting here
Well,
through the
I'm glad
third-
you didn't. I'm glad you
through,
didn't
through this
latch on
this
to
third. I
get
mean, I'm
another-
happy I'm a Devils fan right now, but overall, it's like the one out of every 10. This is the one in 10 days out of an entire year where I am like, you know what? I'm glad I'm not a Rangers fan because almost every other day, except for those 9 other days where I am grateful to not be a Rangers fan, I am sitting there. I'm like, why the hell didn't I pick the Rangers when I had an out?
glad you
My
didn't.
dad offered me an out. It's
No.
like, oh, we'll get you a Rangers hat.
No.
He tried pushing
No.
me in that direction.
Absolutely not. I'm glad you did not do that. I'm glad that didn't happen. I think your life would have been completely different. It would have been worse if you were a Ranger fan. It's like you would like
I would have seen a lot more playoff failures.
right.
My
Yeah,
God,
if you're-
we probably would have gotten into endless debates over
Yeah, if
Brodeur
you're-
versus Lundqvist.
Oh yeah, if your lifeline went into that, skewed into that tangent, it would have been like remember Back to the Future 2 when everything went to hell. That's how I would have gone.
Yeah, because
I think if you became a Ranger
Biff
fan.
had the
yeah,
sports.
the
almanac.
casino, the sports almanac,
Biffco.
Biffco, yeah,
And married
yeah,
Marty
Lorraine,
McFly,
yeah,
yeah.
Married Lorraine, yeah. I think you're
which somehow didn't make Marty McFly disappear from except which is wait,
Well-
no, I think Marty was
born, but then he had George killed, and then he married Lorraine.
yeah. I'm sorry. I hope this clip doesn't get to my dad because if I forgot if I forgot a plot
key-
point of Back to the
It's all right.
Future Part 2, he'd
It's
kill
okay.
me.
It's all right. It's all right. But this game, triple overtime. I think the Rangers went up like 2-0, right? It's like, okay, it's over. It's over. Rangers
2-0 in the
win
first
cup.
period. I'm sitting there. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh God, nothing goes wrong for these guys. I'm sitting there, I'm like, absolutely nothing goes wrong for these guys. And then the Penguins tie. Jake Gensel, a couple of
Fought
goals.
back, yep.
And then the Penguins dominate play for the last 5 periods of that
Yes.
game. The Pens completely dominated play.
Right. They did. Took advantage of a 5-on-3, scored with a minute.
After giving up a shorthanded goal to the aforementioned power play merchant,
right.
Chris Kreider.
Right.
That is an exception, by the way. An exception. Not the rule.
Right. But yeah.
But
tied
to be
up.
honest,
and
this is
then-
the opinion I've had on the Rangers. They're a team that relies too much on good special teams and amazing goaltending. Amazing goaltending you can rely on in the playoffs. I mean, my God, dude, Igor Shesterkin.
Yeah. How many?
Dude, the guy's like, he turned into Vladislav Tretiak.
Yes, he did. He did. Look at this freaking. It's ridiculous.
Like, how many shots did the Pens have? 83.
83.
83 shots.
83.
And I am saying, I'm just like, dude.
One of them's got to go in,
Like,
right?
come on.
Yeah.
He's so good. I hate. And this is not going to keep up. There's no way Igor Shesterkin keeps this up. If Shesterkin keeps this up, I'm not talking about over the playoffs. I think he's going to keep it up for the rest of the playoffs because goaltenders, when they get hot in the playoffs, they just don't cool down. And yes, childhood therapist, I am talking about Jonathan Quick. I am referring back to that god-awful experience in the 2012 Stanley Cup Finals where the Devils got floored by one of those white-hot goaltenders.
Right.
And Shesterkin is one of them. If the Rangers end up going on a run, it will completely, 100% be because of Igor Shesterkin.
Oh, for sure.
Because they got dominated.
So 60
on the skaters at 5-on-5
Yes.
got completely dominated by the Penguins.
Look at time on ice.
And that's not even getting to the advanced stats and the expected goals because that shows an uglier side of this game.
Time on ice, 105 minutes, 58 seconds for Shesterkin. 69 for 72 even strength. 10 for 11 on the power play. Like, the guy's a wall. He's a concrete wall.
Although, you know who's an even thicker wall?
What's that?
Louis Domingue! Louis Domingue
17
coming
for
in
17.
relief in like double overtime or triple overtime.
Yeah.
I don't know when he came in exactly, but I'm sitting there, I see him come into the game, I'm like I'm banging my head on whatever I was banging my head on in my room. I don't know, probably my bed because I've already put
it's soft.
I've already put enough
It's soft.
I've already put enough craters in my desk.
Right.
My rage craters.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it worked out. Thank God.
But
man.
Louis Domingue, dude, sucked for the Devils. He sucked.
Of course.
He completely sucked as a Devil, but he comes in.
He did a great
Comes in
job.
a brick wall.
He did a great job.
Brick wall. And I'm like, I can't believe I'm rooting for the Pittsburgh Penguins.
83 shots, man. I know, I can't either. I hate it. But the playoff hockey does weird things to you. Like this.
Hey, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Exactly, yes.
Hey, if we could team up with the Russians in World War II, we can team up with the Pens.
Sure.
In a play. Okay, the worst would be Rangers Flyers.
Oof.
Imagine that worst nightmare of
at least we don't have to worry about that.
Let's say, imagine that
we don't have to worry
of a
about
conference final.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
We've survived Rangers Flyers playoffs.
We have, but didn't like it.
We're rooting for the. We have to root for the Flyers. Throwing up in our mouths every single time we cheer for Jacob Voracek to score a goal, or Claude Giroux, who's now a Florida Panther. Which, by the way, that embarrassment. Last night, that's a huge wake-up call, losing the Capitals on home ice.
Yeah.
The Capitals are typically the ones who do that, being the President's Trophy winner, winning 59 games.
Yeah.
Just rolling over everybody, and then game one of the playoffs, just laying an absolute egg.
Yes.
Some other stuff that's been happening, the Colorado Avalanche beat the shit out of John Hines'
7-2. The Preds.
Nashville Predators. The Flames beat the Stars 1-0. So,
yep.
Jake Ottinger with a very undeserved loss.
Caps 4-2 over the President Trophy winning Florida Panthers.
Still sounds weird to me.
I
can't wrap my head around that. But tonight, we got a good slate of games. Bruins, Hurricanes. That's always a good matchup.
Lightning Leafs again.
Bolts, Leafs, Blues, Wild, and Kings, Oilers. Which, by the way, I hate the fact that the Kings found their way back into the playoffs. And by the Oilers, I mean the Edmonton McDavid,
the
Draisaitl. The Edmonton McDavid and Draisaitl. Yes.
Hey, man, that's all it takes. That's all it took. So,
No, that is not. No, that's all it takes to get to the playoffs. You
Right.
can't win with just McDavid and Draisaitl in the playoffs. That team is so flawed, and I cannot wait for the inevitability when Connor McDavid's contract expires and he is still very well in his prime.
Right.
And when he leaves Edmonton because they just suck at building around. Edmonton is an objectively bad team with 2 superstar forwards.
Yes. It was enough to get into the playoffs, so which I'll take any day. So, yeah.
And when you get to the playoffs that much, it's not as cool to get to them anymore. You're like, okay, great, we made it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Now what? You stop caring about getting into the playoffs when you've been in them so much, and everybody expects you to get to the playoffs. It's not like where you can just get into the playoffs and just go, all right, good job, guys. We made it to the playoffs.
Here's my question for you: Penguins, Rangers. How dead are they today? They basically played a doubleheader.
Dude, that game.
And this is why I love
that
playoff
game
hockey,
is going to
man.
change the dynamic of this series.
It should, right?
So
They gotta be dead.
much. There's going to be they're going to be so slow. It's going to be lumbering. It's going to be physical. Which the Rangers, they have the leg up. I mean, they got Ryan Reeves.
Yeah. Although third period, everyone looked pretty good though. It was not like
They got Ryan Reeves. They got I unless he's hurt, and I don't know, but. Barclay Goodrow, they have a few physical guys, but that's not to say the Penguins don't have guys like that of their own that I'm not thinking of, but not as significant as Ryan Reeves and Barclay Goodrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tonight looking like a good slate of games. I am going to be paying much more attention to the Stanley Cup playoffs. This year, I've been flipping between like 3 games. I've been flipping between
Yankees?
the Yankees. I flip between the Yankee game and whatever 2 Stanley Cup playoff games are on. And I like the way they start. Like one game starts half an hour after the other because while one is in intermission, you can just flip to the other game.
Yeah, you just keep going. It's great.
Again, I have been saying for the last few years that playoff hockey is proof of the God existing because there's no way humanity can create something as great as
beautiful
playoff hockey
and as violent and as just romantic as playoff hockey, as exciting as something that brings people together, maybe tears people apart, then brings them back.
One thing
together.
I'm gonna miss when the Devils eventually do get lucky and end up making a playoff team in 20 years. I am gonna miss, just being a spectator and
20
watching
years.
the chaos.
God, I hope it doesn't take that long.
Oh no, dude, it's
20
bad.
years? I don't know. Although,
So Josh Harris and David Blitzer are really young, and they don't look like they're.
I gotta admit that I'm watching playoff hockey, watching that great game last night, and realizing it's like the Devils are not at that level yet, like not even close.
I'm enjoying the show.
I know, but
And you see the teams that win, but you don't think about what it's like to be the team that loses and
Right.
going to bed and then having to wake up and going to work
Yeah,
the next day
yeah.
after being sleep deprived.
But I watched
after being sleep deprived and having your heart rate be consistently at around 130 beats per minute
right.
for like essentially 3 hours. Like I don't know how long that overtime was, but it was until midnight.
Yes. Oh yeah.
The game ended around 12.
Yeah. I texted you. I was like, thank God. I was like, thank God. Thank God it ended that way. And not for nothing, the Penguins dominated that third overtime, and I was waiting for
dominated from the second period forward. They
but I was
dominated
waiting
that
for the
game.
Rangers to get some cheap goal or something, or just put something together. I was like, oh.
I knew that game was going to be won on a cheap goal, a deflection, something stupid, and it was won on a deflection, off of Shesterkin's shoulder.
Yes,
Still got a piece of that.
it did, but sort of it was a good deflection.
Yeah, good
deflection.
Hey,
It was
Evgeny
good.
Malkin.
It worked. Thank God. Again. Thank goodness. Oh, so this is great, man. We have a whole another month of this, man. This is awesome.
The one thing I have liked about the NHL seasons being pushed back like a week every year is that the conference finals are going to fall like right after I graduate. So summer vacation, I'm just going to be. Most of the time, it was I get lucky. And school ends like by game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals, and if it's a good series, I get.
Right, but now you got that extra week. It's awesome.
I mean, the first round starting in May. I graduate on June 8th.
June 8th. Okay, gonna mark that in my calendar here. June 8th.
Yeah, I
Oh,
graduate.
on a Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Don't know what we're gonna do with the show that week because
Well, we'll figure it out. I mean, graduation.
holy shit.
You only do it once, right? Well, until you graduate college, but
Oh, Jesus Christ. 5 weeks and then I call it a career.
well, for
Holy
for high school,
shit.
then the real work begins. But yes, I hate to remind you that, but then the real work. Begins.
Okay, the tutorial level ends.
Right. Yeah. Now you go into the major leagues. So sort
For
of.
me, this is like A ball right now. Then I
Okay,
go
so
to
that's double A,
college.
high
That-
A, high triple A, or not high triple A, triple A.
No, this
double
is
A?
high. High school is high A.
Okay.
College is double A.
Okay.
Your entry level job where you're making
Triple
dirt.
A. Okay.
There's triple A, and then when you
first
like
promotion,
and then when
okay.
you climb up the ranks enough, you're in the majors.
I love it. I love it.
Which in with the way, like I don't know how the business that I'm in really works with promotions, but I know I'm gonna be making shitty money until
well,
I'm like,
with any luck, hopefully you'll be hired by Amazon and you'll be making like Joe Buck money or freaking Troy Aikman money or Tony Romo money for Amazon. Yeah, they'll.
That's why I don't like. This is why I don't project myself as an ethical consumer because I know if Amazon and another platform that's been receiving a lot of hate on Twitter is
Right.
Barstool.
Sure, but hey, they've built up their empires for sure.
Like I'm sitting here, it's like, hey, I can have whatever personal quarrels I want with Dave Portnoy, but if he offered me,
Oh yeah, you're in.
but if he
second.
offered me $60,000 a year to have the Cameron Woolley Show be part of
Barstool?
Barstool's network,
Yeah.
absolutely, I do. Also, I could have no filter, but I wouldn't have to censor myself at all because
and we get free pizza.
and we get free pizza.
We get free pizza. Hopefully. I'm gonna assume he doesn't pay for any of those pizzas.
Oh yeah, did you see? It was like a year ago. He did a pizza review in like Long Branch.
Yep.
Down at Nunzio's. I don't know if you know that place, but apparently, I know my dad's family has been going to that place for decades.
What did he say?
It says it's a good pizza. Well, it is good pizza.
Yeah. Yeah.
But apparently they've been slammed ever since.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Ever since Dave Portnoy did the
Of course.
did the pizza review there.
I love it. I love it. So Rangers, you suck, and continue to do so.
It's gonna bite us in the ass, and they're leading the series like 2-1 by the time we come back. But I don't know when Game 4 of that series starts, but
I hope the Penguins can ride on this momentum that they've built and sweep the Rangers and knock them out. So, at least for now, a lot of Ranger fans disappointed. Went to bed disappointed last night, and that makes me happy.
I just saw a
That
funny
makes me
tweet.
happy.
I just saw a funny little tweet. From the Brat Pack on Twitter, by the way.
Okay.
Who I've become cordial with.
Okay.
I've been in some of his Twitter spaces. At the Brat Pack 63 on Twitter, he's becoming an icon
What
on
does he
Devils.
say?
Devils Tour already. It's like New Jersey Devils as Star Wars characters in honor of May the 4th.
Okay.
Luke Skywalker is Nico Heischer, and Han Solo is Jack Hughes. Honestly,
Okay.
I'd flip the two of them. Nico Heischer gives me more the Han Solo
Either one can go either way. Yes. Okay.
because Jack Hughes is the young little
Yes.
pretty boy.
Good point. That's very good. Farm boy. Yeah. All right.
Anakin to Darth Vader is Taylor Hall. Honestly, you know who's a way better fit for that?
Who's that?
The whole Anakin to Darth Vader transition?
Who's that?
Ilya Kovalchuk.
Oh yeah, by far. Yes. Okay. Who else they got on there?
Chewbacca is Jesper Bratt.
Okay.
Jar Jar Binks. Okay, why is Dawson Mercer Jar Jar Binks?
I don't know.
Okay, this is the one that made me want to bring up this tweet. The Stormtrooper, Pavel Zaka.
Can't hit a target.
Yes.
Okay.
And Princess Leia is Michael McLeod.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. That's pretty funny. That's pretty
Mark Recchi, the I'm the spy guy from The Last Jedi.
okay.
No, I think he's talking about General Hux, but
Right.
Mark Recchi
Yes.
is kind of a General
General
Hux.
Hux. Okay, he's got a kind of a vibe, I guess. That's pretty funny. I love it. I love it.
Miles Wood, Mace Windu. I'm just looking at the Looking
Okay.
at the replies of this tweet, dude, it's so funny.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of Mace Windu was a. I don't really know what kind of person Mace Windu was. I just got caught up in the fact that he had a purple lightsaber.
Right.
And
It's kind of a leader. Then he got thrown out of a window, and he's trying to argue that he's still alive, Samuel Jackson, so he can keep acting in the Star Wars series.
honestly, it wouldn't shock me if
If he was still alive.
Hey, if Emperor Palpatine can
Exactly.
survive getting thrown down the shaft of a Death Star, exploding, and then surviving the preceding explosion,
Yes.
then anybody can still be alive.
Right.
Because if Emperor Palpatine can survive that, then anybody can survive anything.
Right. And Darth Maul too, by the way. He's also
Yeah, if Darth Maul can survive getting thrown down a pit,
they'll probably
and if Emperor Palpatine can survive that, then anybody in Star Wars can survive anything. Death is an option in the Star Wars universe.
Yes. Yeah.
God damn you, J.J. Abrams.
Yes.
Damn it, Kathleen. No, I'm not blaming J.J.
Kathleen
Abrams.
Kennedy, yes.
Kathleen Kennedy.
Blame her.
Kathleen Kennedy is just
For sure.
my least favorite person in pop culture right now is Kathleen Kennedy because
That's a bold statement, but okay.
yes. What?
No, you're
What?
right.
The sequel trilogy.
No,
that was
right.
her.
Yeah, that was her. It was pretty bad.
What? Oh, what? You think she had a big hand in making The Mandalorian? No, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni made sure she was.
I'll blame Rian Johnson for bringing down the last trilogy, but
They didn't have an
ripple effect.
outline for what that trilogy was going to be. They did not have an outline for what those characters were supposed to be. It was a relay race.
Obviously.
And when J.J. Abrams did whatever he did in Force Awakens, which granted, he did set up, we were left wondering what was going to happen. There was intrigue after The Force Awakens. Who's Rey? Who's Snoke? Who's Kylo Ren? What's his character?
It was a reboot.
Princess Leia, what's happening with her? Luke Skywalker is on a deserted island. What the hell happens to him?
It was a reboot of New Hope, but okay.
At least there was intrigue.
Sure.
After The Force Awakens, and then Rian Johnson took it and took a complete shit all over it by killing Snoke,
Yes.
making Rey a nobody,
Right. Yeah, he screwed all of it up.
making
Making
Kylo Ren a melodramatic teenager, making Princess Leia apparently Mary Poppins took her survive the vacuum of space.
Yes, she did.
What force power in the extended universe says that you can survive the vacuum of space
you can't.
through the Force? The Force is not a plot crutch. The Force is I can't even. It's an intricate, complicated power that you have to tread very carefully on because Star Wars has a shitload of source material.
Not that intricate. You just gotta have midichlorians in your blood and you're good. It's all about the midichlorians.
And on top of all of that, destroying Luke Skywalker's character and making him a cranky old fart.
Yes.
Who's a hermit and apparently is the most pessimistic asshole ever.
He hates
What
everybody.
about pessimistic asshole? Okay, what about Luke Skywalker in the original trilogy gave you the pessimistic asshole vibe? And we did not see any of Luke Skywalker after the original trilogy.
Right.
There were no movies, no TV shows, nothing.
No.
Even the Star Wars Holiday Special didn't show him as a pessimistic asshole.
No,
but sure enough, completely off screen, he became an asshole and he tried killing his own nephew.
Right.
His own nephew. Because he exhibited just some sort of, the dark side of the Force surrounds him. This is the same guy who saw the good in Darth Vader.
Right.
The same guy, Darth Vader, murderer of children, Darth Vader.
He did kill younglings.
There was a reason why the Jedi Order was as thin as it was when Luke Skywalker came around, because his dad ended up killing all of the younglings.
Yes.
My God! And then Rise of Skywalker comes around. J.J. Abrams is left with nothing because all of the characters he set up were completely knocked
now we
down.
gotta fix everything.
All of his characters that he set up are either dead, completely retconned,
Yes.
or just completely screwed up. So So the Rise of Skywalker is a complete retcon, and he's like, shit, what do I do? There's no villain because the douchebag who directed the last movie
screwed everything
ended
up.
Screwed everything up. So, spin the wheel. Spin the wheel, and
now what? We'll
and
throw
no,
a dart.
the wheel didn't land on Revan, so we're ending up with Emperor Palpatine.
Right.
So great, Palpatine's alive. God forbid you actually develop the new characters and stop relying on the old characters to get people to see your movie.
Not happening. Not happening.
So,
Sorry.
so Palpatine comes back to life, apparently, just destroying the continuity of everything beforehand, making the beautiful character arc of Anakin Skywalker, completely meaningless.
Pretty much.
Completely meaningless.
Yeah.
Making Anakin Skywalker a pointless character, just a cog in the machine, another guy who failed. Despite him going on this amazing hero's journey, going from hero to villain, back to hero again, you know, the first time we
Clone
really
Wars,
seen
Rebels,
anything.
yes, he had a long journey, awesome journey in the offshoots to end like that. Yes, it's awful.
His character completely meaningless, and then Rey, you know, and then he ends up making a pretty interesting story beat. Wow, an interesting story beat in the Star Wars sequel trilogy.
Yes.
Character development.
Wow,
Rey
go figure.
ends up being a Palpatine because of course she is. Luke Skywalker somehow couldn't sense that. Although or he pulls the Obi-Wan trick and says, you know, I always knew that. You know, I always knew that. I always knew that you two were related, but I never told you.
Yeah, I'm gonna not tell you everything. He's good at that. He's good at that. Anyway.
And then the interesting story beat: Rey turning to the dark side. Whoa, what's this? Wow, character development. You're making me actually kind of like Rey for once. And Kylo Ren becoming Ben Solo. Wow, an actual character arc. The only character arc in the sequel trilogy was Kylo Ren turning into Ben Solo and finding the light side because of inner conflict. Dude, that's crazy. And then, apparently at the end, when Rey is about to die or Kylo Ren is about to die, I don't know who the hell was dying. I haven't seen that movie since I saw it in theaters.
Well, you don't.
And then apparently, if you make out with someone, you can transfer your life energy into them.
Yes.
And then apparently, Kylo Ren is the one who dies, and Rey, a Palpatine, ends up living.
Right.
And the one who didn't go through any trouble, no arc, unlike Kylo Ren, who actually discovered himself and admitted that he was a flawed human being and becoming a Jedi.
Yes.
But no, apparently he's dead. Yeah, an actual Skywalker was the one who died at the end of the Skywalker saga, leaving Rey, a Palpatine, alive, and then taking the Skywalker name. She took the Skywalker name, burying the lightsabers on Tatooine, supposedly ending the story when we know there is way too much money to be made, and they're going to come up with another garbage trilogy where Daisy Ridley is going to be cast as Rey once again. I feel so bad for the actors. There's my rant on the sequel trilogy. Finally got around to it.
May the 4th be with you, everybody.
May the 4th be with you. I'm sweating.
Yeah, me too. That was awesome. That was great.
You have no idea how long I've been waiting to do a rant on the sequel.
Well, you picked a good day to do it. You picked a good day. So. I was good.
Oh my
Ladies and gentlemen, Cameron Woolley.
Oh man,
Cameron Woolley. Yeah. Anyways, and the Rangers suck. So
salud.
Yes, salud. Yeah. You got anything else? I think we were like...
Before I lose my voice, I gotta end this off. Congrats on the Mets for throwing a combined no-hitter.
Oh, yeah.
Five
pitches?
I don't care about the Mets throwing it, too. It's a combined no-hitter. It's so...
Hey, man, their second one in Mets history, though, after they ruined...
Dude, the combined no-hitter... Dude, I don't
it counts?
But WFAN, again, not talking about the Yankees at all and just saying that the Mets are the greatest thing ever.
It's what that's the fan for you. It's the fan.
WFAN.
Until everyone gets injured through mysterious injuries or whatnot, and things crumble.
According to the callers and people at WFAN, you'd be led to think that the Mets were literally the 1998 Yankees.
Yeah, no. They're no. No.
I mean, Giants had a good draft, not really
Yeah, anything
much, and not really anything that I'd want to talk about. That
Okay, but
people on here don't know enough about already.
All right, picked a couple
If you
guys.
want my super brief opinion, Robinson I thought was a reach, but I think his skill set is something that could go really well within this offense. Having what's better than having one Kadarius Toney than having two Kadarius Toney.
Yes,
and that's what Wan'Dale Robinson is.
Okay,
He is basically another Kadarius Toney. I think Dable and Kafka could do something good with that. I really like the Azedu pick in the third round. A guard, picking an honest-to-God guard, an offensive lineman. Wow. Picking an offensive lineman. Would you believe that? And then, other picks to just shore up the depth. Nothing really noteworthy. The first round is really what carried the Giants draft, truthfully. But
still, they picked the best players that they could have, 5 and 7. So,
I am sort of pissed off that the Giants didn't take Nakobe Dean, but you know what? What are you gonna do? There's always a player like that who falls. Shocked that the quarterback market cratered as much as it did in that draft. My God, to everybody just falling.
I hope he didn't get a QB this year.
Nobody got picked until the third round. That was Desmond Ridder.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah. Anyways, before I end up having an aneurysm.
Okay.
From Ming Chen and the Shared Universe podcast studio, I am Cameron Woolley. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Check out my other stuff. Yes, ring notification bell. Thank you very much. And as always, stay classy, New Jersey.